And that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got a man. It's Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air. It's low. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Lovett. They stop him just a finger too short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Getting set for the point after. And the point after is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dances away. He'll let one go down the right side. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking for room. It's Etienne. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Running back searching for a hole. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Right down the middle. Makes the catch past the sticks. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's back. He rifles one deep down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an...
Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That's reeled in. It's Bell. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's technique.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
The Panthers are marching down the field. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's low. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Georgia State, 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Still on his feet at the 45. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to move it through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes his connection. Still on his feet. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The ball squirts free. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing. And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's low. He'll pull it down. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The pull and throw off the RPO. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win. Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. Loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The lone back's got it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the play.
They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to punch it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll try to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held him so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A run to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Using his legs, it's Henderson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this, oftentimes you're like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but just setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll go right back to it. Finds a crease at the 20. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. takes the handoff. It's Etienne. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Belt. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. So it's not just a strong running game. The dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The hand to the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw. It's back. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 3, Alabama 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Caught over the middle. It's Urasek. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Second down after that incompletion. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. But not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fair catch called for and made. One more snap coming before halftime. Using his legs, it's Etienne. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Back to throw, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Back to pass, it's back. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
Alabama 17, Georgia 10.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Now on the move. Plows through the defense. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Man, it's go time for this defense, right? Like, it's go time. We got to commit more guys near the line of scrimmage. We have to get a stop. That clock is ticking. It is not our friend. We've got to get the football back.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to scramble. He turns it loose to the left. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.